Now, where was my copy of Powerwash? There we go. Oh, I'm gonna need the phone for this, so well loads up. Oh, sorry, did I mention in my, like, usual nonsense that my new shoes got here today? I've yet to try them on, but, like, all they need to be is not as raggedy as my previous pair. I love my previous pair, but, like, they were holding on for dear life. Yeah, I really needed them. I was getting to, like, hurts when you walk levels of, oh fuck, I need them. I haven't been doing much since, like, we stopped playing this last time. Like, apparently the achievement for getting that ball and bouncing it up the slide. I have no idea how you do that. Well, it seems simple, but, like, I don't know how to get up this slope. Like, specifically. Like, power wash wise, I'm mostly just, like, fucking about and trying to get the upgraded hose thing. Yeah, I know. I'd legit like to know, like, what happens to these places. Cause, like, kids can be messy buggers, but kids don't do this. You missed a bit. I missed a lot of bits. Also, I have, like, clean foam, but, like, I've been messing with the cleaning foam. I missed a lot of bits. Well, I'm sort of the trick to the cleaning foam, but I just find it incredibly useless. Oh, I see the eye. Making the grind just... I've only get 600 from doing this job in total. You can see it when you look at your... Oh no, 500. You see it when you look at your jobs. On the side, if I was messing about, that would also have been a good time to try out that hightail. But at the same time, Power Wash is the important one. I think we're better off going back to the yellow thing for a little bit. That being said, though, I managed to clear out the green thing, because, like, that's attainable. Which is wild to me that Enfield has got a theme song sung by One Republic. Like, either Arknight's made a lot more money than I thought it did, or One Republic has seen better days. But then again, like, the One Republic guys could be real cool and, like, open minded. It's just like, my mental limits are a lot of, like, that 2000 era celebrity. You'd like they thumb their nose up at stuff like video games. Like, some days when it comes to, like, tourist sit, it's very annoying, but, like, I do appreciate the fact that, like, stuff like video games and anime, they're not as stigmatized as they used to be. That being said, in some ways they're also more stigmatized. Thanks to their tourist sit. I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, it was Blue Archive. I was talking about that earlier today, and like, the sheer fact that like it looked anime put off people, or had like anime tropes, just like, well, it is very much an anime game. Like Kovos, is that how you pronounce it out loud? Is not much different than like the standard anime like student council. I'm looking at you, Kill la Kill. I will say to double back to the Blue Archive, I am starting to fucking hate the Korean of political games. Purely for the Korean names, because like, oh, John Pon Han Ko. Yes, that's a name I remember. I probably just accidentally committed racism on that one, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's very much a cultural thing, but it's like, so many of the Korean names are just like, either very long or like, hard to remember for me. Like, the Korean feminist cult, they like tore the country apart. I remember that having a fucking ridiculous name. And that one's an important one because you're talking about Nikkei and Blue Archive. You do gotta talk about those to some degree. But like that cult tore Korea apart, which is worrying because like Korea before them was already at like a what's the word on Seki ice. There's a word for it, but I don't remember. Like sometimes you see Twitter freaks when like they are being over the top. They're like, oh, well, all we're trying to do is be nice to people. And Korea got to the point where like that was a legitimate like political stance. It's why both the commander in the K and Sensei, one of their like big character traits is that they're just nice people. But there was sadly was a time over in those countries where like that was what ensued a controversial figure. Aside, when this Stegosaurus pops into life, that's gonna be so good. I feel like I'm going mental staring at this thing. Like, he's my son, but like, I gotta look at other things eventually. Oh, fuck, I didn't even notice that. But like, this kind of thing is what I thought the phone would be for, like the hard to read spots. But it just like didn't do a satisfying job with that, in my opinion. And there are gold medal challenges for like cleaning something in a certain X amount of time. I think the key to them is use the phone well, but like I just didn't wrap my head around it. What is my problem? I can't want to see that dirt spot just completely vanish. So can I accomplish that? Ha! Well, like, I did enjoy Visera cleanup detail, but like when you compare it to Powerwash, the difference is so day and night. Because Powerwash is so much more forgiving, because so much more forgiving. That being said, I'm not looking forward to dealing with that fluids. How much do I need for the upgrade? Because that's what we're trying to do. A whole 400. Well, 350, but still. No wondering, though, what happened to these places? So it definitely was not like kids. So, like, the thing that kicks me about, like, the dirt and grime, that you're looking like the immediate area out, blah, blah, blah. You look at the immediate areas outside of, like, the play area, and they're fucking spotless. Which implies to me that either it is something incredibly localized, was holy shit, what the hell? Or like some other Power Wash crew cleaned up over there. I focus on the floors for a little bit just to see if I can get rid of it. Alright, another lap. What else is there to yap about? Nothing keeping up with the gaming news. I feel like things got really quiet after the Game Awards. I don't know if it's just like January or what. I know a lot of people are focused on that high guard because, like, ever since the Game Awards, there's not been a peep of it on social media. It's supposed to launch at the end of this month. And, like, part of me feels sorry for that high guard because, like, it's a good example of, like, a game that's just, like, doomed from the onset. On the other hand, though, I feel like it failing is ultimately good for the industry. This is like demonstrate that, like, hey, the trend of like the hero shooter is going away. Like Marvel Rivals can still exist, but like that's called Marvel Rivals like quality thing. Yeah, side note, how much of the percentages gotta be just on that playground? Yeah, I heard about that, and like that's wild to me. Like Jeff Keighley looked at that, had a glint in his eye, and just thought like that was gonna be the huge thing. Like I know Jeff can be more than a little bit out of touch, but like that's real silly. They honestly like look at it and think that like it's gotta be the new Marvel Rivals. Oh, most definitely. But that was the big hype thing. It was from the same devs as Titanfall. Like Apex Legends, Titanfall. Like there was pedigree. I mean, like one of the examples is Blizzard. Like you can have the greatest dev team in the world, and like if they still don't have a good idea, they're not gonna get much out of it. It's so many games with Resistance springs to mind. But those games were good, but like they came out to an audience that was like already sick of their grey and brown military shooter. They go up. Well, at least I hear that their Resistance games were good. I never played them. I think another time when like Rockstar devs just dropped the ball. Mine goes to BioWare with Anthem, but like in the case of Anthem, it was more like the warning. Actually, no. Andromeda was the warning shot, wasn't it? Anthem was more just a thing to let you know that like, hey, BioWare's time is coming to a close. In hindsight. Like after three's ending, something just changed in that company. So maybe for my points, some of the more in these companies like Compo Heart and Nisa. Probably the wise thing to do, to be honest. But even if they recover, they're not going to beat that super Superficious observation. So, morbidly, I'm trying to think, and like, there's not that many companies that have like the odd speed bump. Mine's also going to Sega, but like Sega, when they have the odd speed bumps, they usually have a couple speed bumps. Like gameplay wise, I don't understand like the antics with Kiwami 3. But my entire time with Yakuza, I consistently heard that Yakuza 3 was the worst one. But at the same time, the Wikiyama chains, I can definitely understand that one. I think delisting the old Yakuzas for like an overpriced bundle, like what Sega did with Sonic, that's also like not on. But note, like what Sega did with Sonic, that's probably Sega's decision. Well, functionally delisting because you can still buy them, just in that they're just in that overpriced bundle. Like, I don't get how Sega can have something that works and then decide, nah, we're gonna fuck with it until it breaks. Oh, that's morbid. Cause soon there's a bunch of live service multiplayer games. I assume mean games from Dead Studios. Oh, I didn't think about that. Games where the license ran out. I've got a weird one in my library there, because I have... The state of pinball simulators makes me sad, man. Yep. And not every table made it to FX3. There's some tables, like I believe the balls of steel, are just gone. And it got things like the Spider-Man table, which to my knowledge is placed in an exclusive. And also stuck on Pinball FX2. Like, Zen stabs the Pinball Arcade devs in the back. Grabs a bunch of their licenses and finally kills Pinball Arcade. And then Zen just drops the ball to like such a colossal degree that both of them are just kind of in dire states. Like, there's a karma to it, but it's like, do we have to? Sometimes I just want to play with some balls. You feel me? Hey, Zane! I know what I said. Like, every once in a while I think about, like, doing, like, pinball streams, because I still love FX2. Like, with all the licensing nonsense, I almost just don't want to bother anymore. I feel like we've reached a, like, end point with FOMO. Where, like, apathy just sets in. And you know the old wise words from KOTOR, apathy is death after all. Which is very true to see Star Wars nowadays. Like Kathleen Kennedy announced her retirement. Which thank fuck the witch is gone. And then like gave like a one last status update on a bunch of projects. Ryan Johnson immediately stabbed KK in the back on that one, and like anybody who did not see that coming is a fool. Though to be fair, Kathleen also very clearly lied about the dude. Praise be with him. I do have a plan for KOTOR too. She said the Ryan Johnson fuzzy didn't happen because Ryan Johnson was scared of Star Wars fans. And Ryan immediately stabbed him in the back on that one. Oh, what didn't she lie about? Fair question, good question. But at least he did on the way out. I'm just going off the assumption most of that was a lie. We're working on the Taika Waititi film. Yeah, probably not. He is very clearly an actor jail. Actor jail, director jail. So Taika Waititi, God, I'm disgracing my own culture on that one. I feel like he's better off just working on those smaller budget stuff. That seems where he's most at home. Like supposedly the Game of Thrones trilogy is also still happening, but like, Did he guess will like Game of Thrones guys do anything anymore? I don't think the current I don't think the current Game of Thrones stuff has them on as directors or anything. He's his ego in check too. Yeah, that's the big thing. Like that video where he is mocking animators, that's gotta follow him for the rest of his life. But like, Saka pissed off so many people with that. I mean, there's a reason I don't work in the industry. Like, animation is really hard and time consuming. Especially if you want, like, good animation. Spare thought in your prayer circles for the poor Japanese animators animating your fight scene. What about the ones animating boobs? Ah, no, they got their reward. I kid, I kid. Oh, I need to clean over here as well. F F F F. I suppose what I'm thinking about Japanese animators, did you see that story about a mangaka getting into a fight with Twitter? But the Twitter freaks kept pressing, like, non-binary on her because her hair's died. Wild fucking story. Oh, the entire thing is the cargo net. Awesome. I know nothing about manga, but I feel sorry for her just for having to deal with that. I think it's just got like popular manga anime right now. I mean, it's like Gina Carano back in the day where people want her to be something that she is not as well. Howdy, Dirt Finder. Put everything on hold. My golf buggy soared like you wouldn't believe. I'll get you details of a colleague who needs a hand with a new place in the suburbs. It's the old Diaz place. I hope you don't get spooked easily. I know, right? In the golf cart and the bungalow. Like, one of my favorite artists in the scene right now is Zoo. I don't know how to pronounce his name right now. Zoo Onga? My divorced crybaby neighbor's mangaka. Every once in a while over that series, I'll see people insisted, like, she's a woman. Uh, every once in a while over her mangas, people will insisted, like, she's a man. But she has had 2 kids. I'm just saying, men don't get pregnant. Like, even Toriyama, like, he hid behind that, like, little robot with the gas mask. And, like, from what we understand, and I say we understand because we only have past 10 stuff now, sadly. He was just, like, a friendly dude. Like, when Toriyama passed, you, had what felt like endless stories of, like, him just helping out the small mangakas. Like, he's definitely a missed figure. Aside though, I wonder for this jungle gem, we probably would be able to clear this stream. Well, let's clean up, like, the ground. At the same time, I like working inwards. As far as the yap about, like, manga some more, I think mostly the walk went on in different hiatus. Because the mangaka for that's not doing very well. With Firefox, who may or may not be in the chat as we speak. But like when I first heard that the mangaka for Bochi was not doing well, I mean wondered how much of it was stress related. But when people discovered he was basically just Bochi in real life, suddenly like they were getting followed at conventions and stuff like that. You have people who like didn't know how to separate fact from fiction apparently, just following her looking for a Bochi moment. The point where it got to the point where like she had to have her booths in like unrelated spots. But the crowd would just get like that big. As far as we know, it's just like sickness, but like Archie's most famous thing is that like she is introverted as fuck. If the mangaka is just Barty in real life, well there you go. Well, it seems like a simple job, and then like more antics happen. Got a little bit more. That aside, I find it very funny that like the other mangakas I can think of are doing smut. Like if I call correctly, Doki Domi's mangaka is a woman. We go up, we go down, we go up. God, if we could just get 300 more. We've hit our quota. So the sun, part of me is also struggling to identify when specific floors end. And you'd think I would know that, given it is very clearly defined colors. I think with the floor, I'm just kind of waiting for ticks. Like that one. Oh, fucking wow. Out of curiosity. Blue floor circle, not even started. Most of what was started, we have finished. Well, it's just a matter of like grab like one thing and just focus on it till it's clean. Like, we got the checklist immediately, I'd probably just go down that list. Which is probably also why we don't get the checklist immediately. Oh, you have to put it on Sunday, but it seems like it kicks the list kicks in. We got 3 things left. Doesn't even matter like how much those 3 things are left individually. Just the fact that there's 3 things on the list. Like, it could be 0%, it could be 99%, just as long as, like, not fully clean. I suppose on that note, it's probably the most effective to just, like, narrow down, like, objects. Just mark them off the board. Just, like, focusing on, like, the surface area. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, an individual die. Well, that's for Barden. Oh, yeah, so you saw that with Jet. Going up, going up. What time is it anyway? Oh. We should probably be winding things down, eh? I was gonna just go for 60% though. But 60% will probably take a while. What is like at 9% and stuff like that? Yellow floor circles. Alright, so finish off the green floor and the yellow circles and then, like, call it. That sounds doable. I mean, there's always Thursday. Probably we have to go get a power wash stream on Thursday. Because winter is apparently moving. He's not going to be with Jet at all this week. But if we wait into kind of Missy, I might invite her. Like, see if I can get Jet, like, collab with, like, a wider circle. I mean, I want to do that myself, so, like, why not? Oh, it is where the floor is missing. No sense going on a subbing spree though, because we'll blow quota anyway. Oh, we can finish the floor. Well, it doesn't matter, floor. Hello, floor. Like, its end is in sight. I'd better off going in here as well. We go over. Aside on that, if you don't, then who will? I'm just picturing like a mini Power Wash Simulator dude just like hopping out of a van. I will. Oh, we're gonna need to get picky on this one, aren't we? Oh, maybe we don't. Hey! They also want the yellow circles done, and then that should be us. Fair enough. Have fun night, dude. I probably won't be too far behind you. They'll finish this yellow circle and then that's gonna be it. That means there were one other things to clean on the yellow circle. Let's do the little sliver. Looks like it. There we go. How are we looking? Utterly beautiful until we get to the jungle gym. That's enough for me for now. You know, thinking about it, actually the antics would... Actually, antics with like last Sunday stream. Well, I suppose a week before last Sunday now, isn't it? Probably wanted to the point of like playing Powerwash, like my perspective. So we lost the first couple levels. Anyway, let's switch back to Zelda real quick. Just cause like that is the game. And let's look for a way target, eh? That's who we got. We got Alex Random Geekly playing Shin Megami 5. We got Dusk Cowhand playing Yakuza Kiwami. Oh fuck. Anyway, Andy Havi's playing Reaper, so you know what, let's go wait Andy. It looks like it's also his anniversary. So I'm gonna let you go. Till next we meet. Be it Link's Awakening or something else. Good luck. And have fun, everybody. I'm off.
Ian, thank you for that lurk. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you for that follow. Wow, hey Shane, thank you for the raid, dude. How you doing? What the hell? You could have gone anywhere on Twitch. You came in here with all them buddies. I appreciate that. How are you doing? How you feeling? If you guys are new to the stream, you are always welcome here. Tell me if you guys stream, what you stream, and when. I would love to. Okay. Okay. A lot of skulls. Love to get to know y'all. See what you're working on. See what you're doing.
Every time he invites me to plug, I'm so tempted. But at the same time, I always come across so rude. But Andy is a really cool guy. Give him some love.
All right.
Have fun, everybody.